From People magazine, Texas congressional frontrunner bragged about owning Mein Kampf in English in a newly resurfaced clip.
Have you actually read this book? It's dog shit.
Yeah, it is so schizo.
Sucks.
It's so bad. It's all over.
But they're just gonna cut segments out of this. Brandon's like, yeah, I own a copy. Oh, great reading.
This is how bad the media is. I mean, how much more severe of an example would you need? Brandon Herrera, friend of the show.
Yeah.
He's been on the show, right? We had him on. I think I was supposed to go to the range with him, but I don't know. Now if he's going to be a representative, that's probably not in the cards.
Yeah.
He won his GOP nomination after Tony Gonzalez dropped out due to like all kinds of weird sex scandals and suicide, stuff like that.
Bad deal.
So here's the thing, too, that people aren't talking about. 36% of Texans own guns. And this can be applied to a lot of states. I know it's the one area where there's crossover. Quite a few of those people are Democrats. But still, when we talk about single-issue voters, if you believe the Second Amendment is paramount, if you believe that it should be a non-negotiable, if gun owners who wanted to maintain the freedom to own guns got out and voted, you could control a huge portion, most of the electorate. Do you guys know that? That just in the district of Brandon Herrera, 150,000 gun-owning voters. A lot of people didn't turn out, and certainly didn't turn out for Brandon Herrera. So I want you to remember this, because a lot of gun owners, they're not necessarily, people assume they're politically active. They want to be left alone. Just know the power that you have. So if you're going to galvanize people, not just to get in on lawsuits, whether it's the NRA or another nonprofit, just apply that same zeal to getting out and voting, because you wield a lot more power than you realize. Now, of course, Brandon Herrera won. They're trying to refer to him as a gun tuber. He won by being elected from his peers. They seized on this. Here's some headlines from the New York Times. A sex scandal and Mein Kampf give Democrats hope in West Texas race, meaning in the general. From People magazine, Texas congressional frontrunner bragged about owning Mein Kampf in English in a newly resurfaced clip. It's not newly resurfaced, and he didn't brag about owning Mein Kampf. We'll get to the context. It's the opposite of what they're trying to make you believe. You don't hate the media enough. Here's Rolling Stone. They really are the worst. They wrote, accused sexual harasser GOP candidate steps down. An apparent neo-Nazi takes his place.
Jeez,
wow, that's wrong in like 3 different ways.
You got to be kidding me.
And honestly, if assuming all that was true, I still don't know which one I would pick. Sexual harasser, neo-Nazi.
I mean, she did self-immolate his the person that apparently he had an affair with. So
and this tells you what they fear.
Not Brendan, the other guy.
Because and by the way, it's not by chance that they go Herrera. People are going to see that last name.
Brandon, yeah.
We have to make sure that people think he's a Nazi. He's one of those Hispanic Nazis.
Yes.
So let's go through some claimed truths here.
Nazi.
Here's the claim. Brandon Herrera is a Nazi. This House Majority PAC actually circulated this clip. It's not new. You didn't have to go digging to find it. As a matter of fact, not only did this clip take place, there are follow-up clips where he has addressed it, but they want you to believe that Brandon Herrera is trying to bury the fact that he's a fan of Hitler.
Great points.
That's my copy at my house next to a bunch of the German stick grenades. I got the 1939 edition printed in English just because I thought it was wild that you couldn't buy it on Amazon, but you can buy the Communist Manifesto in Das Kapital.
Yes, he's really angling for that West Texas Nazi vote.
Ole, mein Führer!
Yeah. The brown face.
Why are you doing an interview with Screech, bro?
I mean, it's weird.
So here's the truth. I mean, obviously this is a lie. It's very obvious it's a lie. So we'll show you the clip in context. He was mocking Mein Kampf on his podcast, like in a multitude of ways. And he even joked that people would take it out of context. You would have to believe that Rolling Stone, that New York Times didn't just watch an extra 30 seconds if you want to believe that they are not lying to you. Here it is.
Have you actually read this book? It's dog shit.
Yeah, it is so schizo.
Sucks.
It's so bad. It's all over.
But they're just gonna cut segments out of this. Brandon's like, yeah, I own a copy. Oh, great reading. They just segment this, and you're like, well, here's our career.
Yeah. Cut it up for the intro so it makes me look like a fucking unhinged Nazi, right?
And we all just agree.
Yeah.
This is how bad the media is. I mean, how much more severe of an example would you need?
Yeah.
Think about this for a second. He's literally going like, yeah, by the way, I have it next to these grenades. It's obvious he's a collector. Right, so he explain, and it's just crazy to me how it's just a horribly written book.
Yeah.
And I bet you someone's going to take it out of context and say that, oh yeah, we love Mein Kampf, and they joke about it, and Rolling Stone and people still try and sell you that this guy is a neo-Nazi. The only way it could be worse is like if he was a Jewish scholar who had it. By the way, I own multiple copies of the Quran.
You Muslim.
Well, he keeps burning them.
No, I don't
I
keep them.
don't.
He has to stoke that fire.
Keep it as spare TP. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you need some extra if you're laying around. It's a very poorly written novel, the Quran.
Novel.
The media, it's not just that they absolutely, for people who complain about patriarchy infantilizing them, they are infantilizing you. They don't believe that you can read the words of someone with whom you disagree. And they want the public to think that automatically makes you a representative of the disagreeing viewpoint. That would, by the way, that would include every single general in a war who wanted to understand the enemy. That would include every member of a team who wanted to study the other team's playbooks, the kind of methods they use, practice to be more effective.
That would mean I'm a devil worshiper because I read Harry Potter.
There you go. Pretty much.
Satanist.
Yeah.
I've actually read the Satanic Bible.
Whoa.
So I guess I really am a devil worshiper. By the way, in case you guys want to know, it's all bull. LaVey didn't even believe in God. He was just like, we hate God so much that we're just going to actually figuratively worship Satan because we want to piss off Christians. So I often ask this question. I go, how do we have people, a generation of people have more access to information, including, knowledge academically, technically, and also access to information, for example, on fitness, on health. How do we have a generation of people with more tools at their disposal than ever being fatter, sicker, and dumber, less literate? Well, maybe you should not only look at your institutions, education, but media.
Yeah.
They want to guilt you from reading about evil throughout history. Now, do you think they would feel the same way in reading about slavery and vilifying those who advocated for it? No one here is a Nazi, and Brandon Herrera is absolutely not. Here's another truth. He even had a funny bit regarding the self-deletion of Hitler on his channel. It's funny. It couldn't be clearer in context. You don't hate the media enough.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about killing Hitler. And if our children are going to look up to anybody, they should be looking up to somebody like the guy who killed Hitler. I may not know his name, but I do know this. The man who killed Hitler has got to be a personal hero of mine.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Hitler killed Hitler.
All jokes aside, today we have the death of Adolf Hitler as next up in our historic assassination series. Can't wait till they find a way to make me fucking racist for killing Hitler. That'll do it.
There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 20 times where he walks into it and jokes about, I can't wait until they take this out of context and they say that I'm pro-Hitler. Watch, people are, and they do it anyway. So look, I'm just telling you guys, if you are a gun owner, wield the political power that you have.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm at the point, let's be a single issue voter at this point. Great. Go out. If you want to own guns, if you believe the Second Amendment is important, go vote for Brandon Herrera. But really vote for Brandon Herrera just to prove that the media doesn't have this power anymore. We saw that with Donald Trump. It should happen here. I also think he's a good candidate across the board, just to be clear. I wouldn't support him if I didn't think that was the case. Doesn't mean I agree with him on everything. But my God, what they are trying to do to him. It's probably the most egregious example I can think of.
Yeah.
He's a veteran too, isn't he?
Brandon Herrera, is he? I'm trying to remember.
Maybe I'm misspeaking. I for some reason I thought he was.
I don't know. I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah, but
you may be.
You said what they're trying to do. This is an egregious, like over the top, obvious hit job. This isn't just like a political thing where you have a difference of opinion and there's some gray area and so we can kind of hit you from different angles. This is, we're saying something about you that is completely untrue and fabricated, and we are kind of not even taking any of the context into account. I know I'm sounding like a record that's kind of broken. We've done this a lot of times. Isn't there a point, though, at which this becomes election interference?
Yes.
This isn't like, hey, we like this guy, this candidate, he represents our values. This person doesn't represent our values based on XYZ. This is, you're a Nazi because you own this book, even though 10 seconds later they're making fun of it. They're making fun of Hitler. They're deleting Hitler. They're doing, like, walking into it full. Like, how do you not have laws? Yeah, that protect. And I'm not like saying, oh, you can't speak freely. I get it. But
no, I think the right way you need to get litigious. I mean, did you see Andrew?
Yeah, he might have a chance for a lawsuit here with Rolling Stone.
Yeah, he should. They should be able to do that because people will not go and read further. They will just read headlines. They'll look at news stories, and then the media will run it like a cycle. They'll quote each other as the source and say, well, the Rolling Stone said.
And they'll put it in a headline, and they'll protect themselves by putting something lower, like what happened with me in the New York Post. They
exactly.
Steven Crowder was a sexual harassment. It was someone was reporting that my best friend since 12 saw my balls once.
True.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah. But the headline says, can you believe this? Toxic work. It doesn't involve any of you. This is what they do. I've been through it. I know what they're doing with him. And you were just making a point, Josh. Sorry.
That I've only known you for a few years, and I've seen your balls twice.
Yes, you have. And you saw the bruise on my butt, the exact shape of Texas.
Yeah. I was the one that said, I was like, that looks like Texas.
I walked in, I was like, look, guys, you won't believe it. I have a bruise on my ass. It's the exact shape of Texas. And Josh's like, I can spot Amarillo.
I'll be there by morning.
It was bizarre. And I don't remember how I got it.
Hey, look, it's the Lobotics. That was too far. That was too far for a pun. All right.
All right. So I'm trying to think. Was there anything else on that? No. All right. We have. He's not a veteran, right? Noodles?
Correct.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No,
he seems like it.
Yeah.
The crowd he hangs out with, and
yeah,
doing the gun reviews and all that.
And by the way, what's wrong with the guy being, if he's a successful gun tuber? What that really means is he started a business. He's an expert in his field. He's also started up other companies. Like, shouldn't we have people who run for office who represent some people in their district? Like, why do you have to be a career politician? That doesn't disqualify anybody. I don't care if the guy's a mechanic. I don't care if he's a YouTuber. I don't care if he is a small business owner.
It's no different than being a guy who reviews cars.
Right.
I mean, it's a perfectly legal business. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing illegal about it. He works with automatic weapons. He has permits. He does all the things he needs to do. It's all legal.
Yep.
What's wrong with that? Nothing.
They just want you to believe that he's a Nazi. And that's where we are. He's a Nazi. Everything is racist. Everything is sexist. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Let's pull this up for a Rumble Premium. There was a girl out there who accused Andrew Wilson. She flat out called him a rapist.
I was going to say, yeah.
She just said he's a rapist.
Multiple times.
Who did he supposedly rape?
Well, I think what's funny about it is her only defense would be an argument that Rachel Wilson is a rapist too, because they both made the case. They both say like, oh yeah, I don't need to ask consent to my husband or wife for wake up sex.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, he goes, I don't ask. He goes, sometimes I wake up and she's on me, and it's great. And that's what it was a joke.
That's the relationship.
That's the closest thing you can find to any. But her calling him a rapist. Hey, I hope that he sues.
He did come out and post on that, like, all she needs to do is say sorry.
Yes. Yeah, for calling him a rapist.
Yeah. She didn't put anything in there other than like, he is a rapist.
And here's the problem. People will look at it and go like, okay, it's one person on a podcast. But then later on, when people go, this guy's becoming too influential, too powerful, you'll see an article that says, Andrew Wilson once accused of being a rapist by someone who has no connection to him, who's never met him, but said it on a stream. That's why you have to establish a record. And by the way, same thing in your place of employment. You see this play out in the public sphere, you need to do it in your private life because you see this happen all the time, namely from privileged suburban white liberal women. If they can get away with it, they will falsely label you a racist, a rapist, a Nazi, any of the above. You're still here on YouTube. Remember when we could say whatever we wanted on YouTube and people didn't have to censor out words like gay? See, even that, right? That's not even a swear word. Or the word sex. Even if you're just talking about it, you're not saying anything profane. That's why I live stream on Rumble 5 days a week. Go subscribe over there on Rumble, where you get the live show every single day. If you're still using this archaic form of delivery for information on YouTube, I don't want to judge, but your father hates you.